Hello, I am recording this at the Obesity Medicine Conference 2025, which is in National Harbor, Maryland, just outside of Washington, D.C. And we will try to continue the Fact or Fiction series. But first, as far as just very, very basics, like what is obesity medicine? So obesity medicine is a specialty that really has its roots in maybe some beginning research in the 1940s and 50s. I'll put up a graphic that actually shows really, kind of how some important steps have come in terms of recognition of obesity as a disease. But as far as the specialty itself, the American Board of Obesity Medicine was actually formerly made in actually 2011, but the first obesity medicine board exam tests were given in 2012. And 10 years after that is when I took it. If you ask me, completely full of bias. I think it's the most important thing out there. I mean, obesity is an illness. If you're looking at overweight and obesity together, you're talking about a disease, a physiologic disease process that affects 77% of US adults who are, by statistics, either overweight or obese. If we look further than that into actually, lab work, do we find metabolic evidence of illness per I believe it was last year, American College of Cardiology publication is that, if I start looking at the criteria for metabolic syndrome, 93% of US adults, meet criteria. This is, I would argue, a public health emergency. It is something that needs to be addressed, for health, because, we know this, right? Most people gain weight every year of their adult life. And, if we aren't there, now, many of us will be. I already have been. I've spent decades there. But the thing is that, this is not some moral failing. It's not anyone's fault. It is a disease, right? Unless we're going to say that, a couple 100 million Americans all of a sudden decided to start gaining weight in the 1980s. They did start to eat a lot of processed food, but I'm going to stay on topic. Obesity medicine is a medical specialty that was started in 2012. I feel like it is the most meaningful work that I do. I absolutely love it.